Hello class and welcome to my project. This is on Minecraft and I will tell you the basic summary of my extension. For starters, Victor starts in the library. He has to take out some French textbooks to study with Teresa. When he checks it out with the librarian, he has a 1.5 mile run back home. And when he goes back home, he sees Teresa at his front doorstep. And she tells him why she's here, and she wants to study French with him. So they go in. And as you can see, this is Victor's room along with his little sister. And there's Teresa. She will study with Victor. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Michael was just finishing his homework, and then he wanted to hang out with his friends at the local 7-Eleven. So he went on and put on his sneakers, and he went to run to the 7-Eleven. But what he didn't notice was that there was a giant hole in the ground. So he got really hurt. As Victor was studying French with Teresa, he heard a phone call. He goes to get it. He goes to get it, and he listens to, and he finds out it's Michael's mom. And he finds out also that Michael has gotten really hurt and he's at the hospital. So he and Teresa go to the hospital to find Michael. And so they run to the hospital, and they see Michael being carried out on a stretcher. And they're being told to wait in the waiting room. As Victor goes out of the hospital with Teresa, they have to run back home. They find out that Michael is being stuck in the hospital for 5 weeks. When they get back to the house, Teresa has to go home, and Victor realizes it's a good time to ask her on a date. Teresa rejects him and gets really mad and runs away. The next day when Michael goes to school, he tries to find Teresa, and he finds her at the end of the hall at her locker. And Victor tries to give her the textbooks back, and he says sorry to her, and she's okay with it. And now they're friends again. Hello class, and as you can see, this is an aerial shot of my mini Fresno, and it looks pretty poor. And all of this, it took me 7 to 9 hours to build. It took a big chunk of my weekend. As you can see, this is Victor's house, which is pretty big, and it took me a pretty long time to make it. These are some of the lights and how it takes redstone to make it. And as we go in, you already saw how Victor's room was, but this is the parents' bedroom. And right here you saw a little bit of it. This is the kitchen. That's the fridge, the sink, the stove, the microwave, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And right here is the 7-Eleven. Now, I know you didn't see much of it, but it's pretty cool. There's nothing really in it, but I like how I made the exterior design. And this is the library, which was the first thing that I built. And as you can see, it says Fresno Library, which is pretty cool. And this was just a random chunk of books and everything else. So this was where Victor got all of his textbooks, as you can see here. And over here is my favorite creation of all, the hospital. Now the hospital, it actually took the least time to build out of all of these except Michael's house. And I like how I made this. Like, it's a carpet, and this is the this is like books if anyone wants to read, and this is the waiting area. But up here, it's where the patients go. And I think it's really cool. The final creation that I made was Michael's house, and I'm not really a big fan of this, but it just has a bed and nothing else. It's just simple. And I dedicate this project to Miss Gare. I hope I get an A.